up waiting for Jean to get home. And Lucky kept on meowing like there was something wrong, and then whenever I got up, he led me out here where his toy was so sad. So very, very sad, with one single feather, and they broke off. And then he led me right to it. Did the nose thing. And only stopped meowing whenever I pick it up. Then he sat there and watched me. We're supposed to get some more stuff for it. Whenever we get his auto ship for his prescription food. But all I had that I could really do was I took apart a teaser toy and put the feathers for that on it. Not just the feathers, but the whole thing. It was a little heavy, and at first I tried to include the bell. It wasn't gonna work. It's a little too heavy, even without the bell, but it works. It kind of looks like he's not exactly sure. He seemed pretty happy about it. He's not meowing at me anymore. I've done what he wanted. He does the same thing if he wants wet food or something too. He'll just meow at me like something's wrong. This is horribly unpleasant. He's never tried to get me to fix a toy that just wasn't feeling it anymore though. He really likes this one. Like, really likes it. Usually he leads me to like the food dish or the water dish to show me that some food got in it. Oh no, Mom, you gotta clean it. You know, it's not usually a toy. It's pretty obvious what he wants because we've already established a rapport, you know. Something's wrong. He meows at me. I get up. He leads me to the thing. And I fix it. Well, this time it was a favorite toy. I can't do much else. He gave the most heart-wrenching look, though, whenever he saw that the teaser toy no longer had feathers on it. He loves this thing, and Chris loves playing with him with it. But right now, we only have the one feather piece, so it'll have to do until we get more pieces for it. It's a little heavy, but it works. And right now, that's what matters. For some reason, he likes watching it as much as he likes playing with it. To each their own. Sometimes he'll watch it, sometimes he'll play with it, sometimes he'll do a little bit of both. He loves this thing. Most played with cat toy that has ever been in our household. Like, you don't even know. Teaser toys they've always loved, but this has become a hit with Lucky. Gorgeous isn't all into it. She likes teaser toys though, sometimes. She's getting a little old to be chasing after things. Don't worry, Lucky. Give it a couple weeks. We'll have your, oh hell, I'll probably check for something whenever I'm out at the grocery store. We gotta go to the 99-cent store this time around. It's time to alternate. They usually have some cat toys there. It's actually where I got this particular teaser, so I'll see what they got, because I can't do it. There's a difference whenever a cat's giving you a sad face. You know, there's a difference between that and just looking at you. which is what that one cat in my cat from hell was doing. She was like, oh, look at him. He's just looking at me so sad. And I'm just like, no, he's really not. And the guy was like, no, he's really not. This is not that. This is if cats could cry. So, yeah, and that's not a look they give for very much. It's like the wide-eyed, not the necessarily dilated. It's like, I think it's something that cats learn to do because they watch people do it. But it's like the sparkly-eyed, like, yes, but then the sad, it's really hard to explain because it can also differ cat to cat, person to person. But generally speaking, the cats around you learn what you respond to. But this also, let's not confuse this with self-delusion. We have established, he meows at me, I fix it. And he was looking like he was about to start that whenever he saw the teaser toy. But then this one's fixed. He likes this one. He can play with this one while we're asleep, which is awesome for him. It means that while people are asleep, he can still play. He's not real big on some of the other toys we have for that. Then there's this one that just has this really loud bell in it. No, it's loud. Chris jumps, I jump, the cats jump. They're not fond of it. I kind of understand why. It probably would be better on carpet, though. It probably wouldn't be as loud. It is kind of struggling to work like this, but it is working, so. It gets stuck really easily on the door, though. It's not as light on its feet as it was, but it'll have to do for now. I don't even know why I'm still talking about this. Probably because I'm really tired. I didn't really get much done today. Mostly I did some exercises, played some Surviving Mars, needed a sort of a, I don't know. Chris was on my computer doing some of his school assignments. He's not fond of the ones that tell him to explain things. Or, Okay. You can tell by his body language he's not quite as sure of this thing as he was. So now it just moves a little bit differently. But it has his attention. Who am I kidding? I'm going to look at the 99-cent store whenever I go. Just to get something to hold him over. We didn't expect it to finish falling apart before we could get the stuff for it. Because it was still decently together. Only like maybe a couple feathers had fallen out. It still had a couple good ones that were bigger. We're like, oh, it'll probably last. No, it did not.